Hello and welcome to Small Business Big Online Blueprint, lesson number 7. So we're going to be talking about your opt-in form and your free offer in this lesson. And before we move on, let's do a quick recap. So far in this whole e-course, you've got clear on exactly where you're at when it comes to your online presence. You know what your goals are, you've got clear on who your customer is, who you're getting your business online for, and also what you'll be selling to these customers throughout the year. Plus some other great things to help you get started. Now, that was all in the preparation stage. We've moved on now, we're in stage 2, and we're looking at setting up your business online, the platforms that you need to set your business up online, and getting you clear around all of this. So in the last lesson, we got clear on your website. You now know what your website goals are, the website pages that you must have, and if you needed it, if you're after a website revamp, or if you just want to have a brand new website, you have the opportunity to get started with one as well. So in this lesson, we're going to look at your opt-in form and free offer. First up, what is an opt-in form? Why should you have an opt-in form as part of your online presence? How to use it? There's 4 main ways that you can use opt-in forms. Well, actually, I'll take a step back. An opt-in form, the bigger picture is to create one, you need to be part of or have signed up to what's called an autoresponder platform. Now, I'll just quickly show you this because you need to get clear about this before we move on. An autoresponder platform, there are a lot of businesses out there that provide these platforms, but the one that I use is called Aweber. I'll bring it up now so that you can have a look at it. This is the Aweber platform. Let's see. So as you can see there, when you land on the Aweber platform, it allows you to log in. So once you've signed up, you get login details. That's my details there. But I wanted to point out to you down the bottom here, there's a 30-day free trial for you to trial it, to test it to see if it's something that's going to work for your business. I use Aweber. They're fantastic, simple to use, easy to set up, and they have great support as well. So if you come into any trouble, they're there to help you and guide you in it when it comes to your autoresponder platform. Now while I'm here, I'll also show you on my own website the opt-in form that I have. So actually this is one form of an opt-in form right here, so that you can pop in your name and your email. Well, this is to actually log into an account, but that's what an opt-in form does look like. But I'll show you mine on my home page of my website. Now here, you won't see that I have got your standard opt-in form on my home page. How I went about my website and my ideal customers is that I explained earlier, there are hot, warm and cold customers out there who's going to land on your website. Now, when people land on my website, I am targeting them in 2 ways. The first one is for my hot and warm website visitors. These are the website visitors who know what they want, they understand they need to get their business online, and they're ready to take action now. Those people will be attracted to this button here to start their online presence and do the e-course, and they'll think, yes, I want to get started now, it's free. They'll click this button. Now this button, by clicking it, it does a pop-up, and it pops up my opt-in form. So all they have to do is add their name and email and sign up now. They'll have instant access to the course. So for those website visitors to my website who are cold, and these cold visitors are people who haven't heard about me, they don't really know what it is that I do or how I help, but they get the gist of it by landing on my website. They're not ready to start now, they want to find out a bit more. That's where I have got this little button down here where it says find out more. What it does, if they click that button, it will take them to what's called a squeeze page or an opt-in page. And this is what it looks like. So straight up, they can see that I can offer more information about what the course is all about and how it is that I help them. I've got a video there that explains the whole process. There's some bullet points there and a great heading plus a little bit of information, and then at the bottom they can get instant access to the e-course, to the free e-course, by entering their name and email. So I just wanted to share with you those couple of examples that I use on my website. For now, we'll just go back to the slideshow and let's get stuck into this lesson. So, an opt-in form, as I said, they're pretty standard, and on here on the right it's not a very clear picture, but at the top you can see that you need to have a really great title, one that really captures the attention of your website visitor. Underneath you can pop in a little explanation about what they're opting in for, the benefits perhaps, and then there's the actual opt-in form itself that captures the name and email, and once they click that Get Started button, or the button, then they will go onto your list, and this list will grow as more people start to opt into your opt-in form. And of course they get in return for that something that they perceive as quite valuable. Now with that Aweber autoresponder platform, so Aweber, this is the, where is it? The Aweber platform that I showed you just before, I'll bring it up. Now with Aweber, there is a lot that you can do with it. I'll see if I can bring up some. So there's the features here that you can do with an autoresponder platform. There are a lot of different features that you can use. It's a very powerful platform to help start to build your list online, to connect you with your ideal customers, to communicate, build that communication portal, and create all those touch points that we talk about. So I suggest that you jump on over to Aweber, have a good look through it and get your head around it and how it works. But for now, I'm going to share with you 4 of the most popular and the best ways to leverage your business using this platform. So let's go have a look at those. And those are, the 4 main uses is, first up, you can create an opt-in form and offer a freebie. That's one of the best uses you can use with the Aweber platform. The next best use is to follow up, create follow-up emails. So once someone has signed up and they've received your freebie, then you can follow them up with emails, ask them what they thought of it, if they have any questions about it. And then after a few more emails, you can introduce your product or your services. So that's a great way for them to get to know, like, and trust you. It's fantastic touch points. And yeah, so that's the second way. The third way is to send out regular newsletters. So the next lesson we're going to talk about the newsletters, but newsletters help you keep top of mind with your ideal customers. It's something that's sent out regularly. And when you start sending newsletters, your ideal customers are more likely to go to you rather than your competition, because you're constantly in their face. You're being regular and consistent with them. It's fantastic. The 4th main best use you can use, and when it comes to Aweber, is to create broadcasts. The best example I can tell you when it comes to your broadcasts is, remember in a previous lesson we talked about your product promotion calendar, and you've worked out throughout the year what you're going to be promoting and launching when it comes to your sales or your products and your services. Well, what you'll do is you'll send out random broadcasts to your list, which is an email, and just let them know that this is happening. Let them know that it's coming up, that they'll have a special offer coming their way. So it's a great way to just send those random broadcasts out to your list. So that's the 4 main ways that you can use the autoresponder platforms, and the one that I use is Aweber. So I think you're getting your head around why it's so important to have one, but let's just go through some of the reasons to really cement this in. So why have an opt-in form, or why set yourself up with an autoresponder platform? Well, first of all, you can start building your list. And if you've had much at all to do with the online world, you'll see there are a few cliches out there. One of them is that your list is gold and that there is money in the list, and they are really quite very true. Having a list, you can really start building your list. People have tens of thousands of people on their list, but you know, when you're just starting out, you're going to start with 0, and your goal is just to build up to 50, up to 100, 500 or more. The more people you have on your list, the more likely you're going to be able to create a great income from it. So there's 2 ways that you can build your list. I just wanted to cover this quickly. You can capture the emails with a sign-up form or an opt-in form, or you can gather emails at events or when you're out networking. But what you need to do is absolutely paramount that you have their permission. If you don't, it's called spam, clear and simple, and you can get blacklisted, so you won't be able to actually create email lists and start to email out to people if you get blacklisted. And so whatever you do, do not spam, and make sure you get their permission. Okay, you get to target your ideal customers. So you're reaching out to highly targeted customers. You are creating a fantastic communication tool. That's through your newsletter, through emails, and through your free offer that you create. And all of this is set up with your autoresponder platform. It can create a first and a last chance to connect with your ideal customers. So when someone lands on your website, they can see straight away that you're ready to connect with them by either offering a newsletter or a freebie. And it gives you a chance to connect with them if they go to leave your website, because a lot of people do just come to a website. If they see that you don't have what they want straight away, they'll go to leave, and that's where you can put that pop-up opt-in. Get my head around that. So it's a great chance to really capture and to connect with your customers. And then lastly, it allows you to sell to 98% of the people who don't buy on the first visit. So you may be surprised to know that when people land on your website, that really they're there just to find or to get more information, and they're not ready to purchase from you there and then. Most likely they will leave your website never to return, but to help you, to get you a much better chance of connecting with these customers and not losing them forever, is to have an opt-in form so that you can follow up with them at a later date. One thing I want to share with you when it comes to your opt-in goals, because what I want you to do in this lesson is to work out, have a figure, have an amount that you want to start building towards when it comes to building your list. And I've done some really great courses when it comes to list building and this subject. And I did a course with Natalie Lucier, and she did a quote that really stood out to me, and it enforced how powerful having a list is. So she says that if you have around 10,000 people on your list, this is equivalent to $1 million. So you can be a millionaire if you can build your list up to 10,000 ideal customers. So I found that really intriguing. So have a think about this. How many are on your list right now? Have you got anyone on your list? And if you haven't, what do you want to build your list to? So have a think about in the next month, what would you like to build your list to? Is it 50? Is it 100? Over a 6-month period? Or over a year? Maybe you want to reach up to 1,000 or more people. So set a list goal, a list building goal that you can reach for as you start building your online presence. Okay, so let's have a recap of how you can best leverage this autoresponder platform. The 4 best ways. So in the task sheets below, I have a few bonus sheets. There's a freebie, there's a downloadable sheet that shows you how you can create your freebie offers. I've got 10 freebie ideas just to get your mind thinking about what it is that you're going to offer. Okay, so now I want you to have a think about how you're going to best use this autoresponder, this platform, to create opt-ins and freebies, newsletters, and to send out emails. To help you with this, you can download the 10 freebie ideas. That's just to help you get some ideas flowing about what it is that you're going to be offering for free. I have got some follow-up emails, some 10 ideas for a follow-up email after someone has received their freebie. what you can follow up with them. A newsletter. Have a think about how often you want to send a newsletter. For me, my sweet spot seems to be every fortnight. So every 2 weeks I'll send out a newsletter to my list, letting them know what's been happening in my business and what's coming up. I'll also put in there some handy tips and some helpful, useful information. And next I want you to think about some broadcast emails. So have a look back to your content, your product promo calendar, and have a look when you'll be launching them and as to when you would like to be sending emails out to your list about your launch of your product or your service that you have throughout the year. Okay, so next is let's have a look at the 10 easy steps to set up your opt-in on your website. So first up, you need to define your purpose. Why do you want to create an opt-in form? Is it to share valuable information? Is it to get people to know, like, and trust you? Is it to let people know a bit more information about your product or service? Is it to build your list? So have a think about it. You need to define your target market. You've already done this back in lesson 2. You've worked out who your ideal customer is and created a bit of a customer profile so you know who your target market is. And work out what type of offer that you're going to create. Is it going to be a step-by-step guide? Is it going to be a how-to? Is it going to be a report? So have a think about the type of offer that you're going to give out. Is it going to be something that people can instantly download? That's important as well. The next step is to actually create this free gift. So if it's going to be a downloadable item, then you have to get to work and start creating it. Once your free gift is created, then you need to create a page on your website to set up the opt-in form. So this is where your opt-in form lives. Now, as I've said, your opt-in can go on all of your platforms, and the best place to have it is on your website on the home page. And some other great places to have it is on each of your blog posts. You can have a link to it in your newsletter. You can put links into it into your Facebook posts. So yeah, you can pop this opt-in form to grab and to build your list on all the different platforms that we'll be creating. The next step is to create a thank you page. So once someone's opted in, you want to send them to a thank you page for signing up. And you also need to be sent to a confirmation page, so to confirm that they have signed up, that they're not a spammer, and they just get an email that has a link to it to confirm that this is what they want and that they have opted into it. So once all that's done, if you haven't yet, you need to sign up to an autoresponder program, and that's the Aweber platform that I had shown you earlier, but you can choose whichever program that you want. Try the free trial period, have a go at it and see what you think. And once you've signed up to your autoresponder program, this is where you can set up your list. So this is where your list will live, and the autoresponder program will collect the names and emails of your list. It's in a safe spot, and this is where you can create the emails to do the follow-ups. This is where you can create your newsletter to send out, and it's also where you can create those broadcasts to send out to your list. And then lastly, you do need to create a welcome, which is the welcome page, or the page where they actually go to download what they've opted in for. And make sure, lastly, you don't forget to do a test run to make sure that everything is linked up and it works well. So that is the 10 steps that you need to follow through to set up your opt-in form. It pretty much goes for whatever platform that you set up your opt-in form on. To actually place it onto your website, what you do is you get some code from your autoresponder program, and that code is basically the opt-in form itself, and you stick that code into the website page of whatever page you want it on your website, usually the home page. Okay, so what you want to do now is download your 10 freebie ideas. I've also got a checklist of this 10 steps to set up your opt-in form, so you can tick it off as you work through it. And don't forget to try out Aweber for free. Give it a trial and see what you think of it. If you have any questions at all, make sure that you check into Facebook and pop a question in there. I'll be in there to help you through it and answer any questions that you have. You can send me an email if you like. I'll answer any questions that way. While you're in Facebook, make sure that you share what your free offer is. Get the word out there. And if you need any help with it, I'm sure you'll get plenty of help in the Facebook group. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. In the next lesson, we're going to move on to the next stage when it comes to setting up your business online, and that's your newsletter. So I'll see you in the next lesson, and I wish you huge business success.